Hey guys, my name is Alan. It's been quite some time since I've last made a video, but today we will be talking about this microphone, which is from Rode and is called the RODE PODMIC. It is the little brother of the Rode Procaster. It is also being compared to a lot of expensive microphones like the Shure SM7B because this microphone falls into their category, and it is also being compared to its own price range, which is around $100 with the HyperX Quadcast, some Blue Snowball, and some 80-20-20. And yeah, we're gonna talk about it and who I think this microphone is for and what kind of quality do you get out of it. And of course I'll do some sound test of different circumstances of how you have this set or how you have it plugged in. But yeah, the whole video would be recorded with this in this position and me talking to it, I don't know, around this area like that. Like this is the camera, this is the microphone, and it's on the side. But yeah, let's talk about it. So actually, before having this microphone, I used to use this one, which is a BM800, and you probably have heard of it. It is basically the starting microphone. Every starting streamers have probably heard of it or used it, and I actually made a video about it, how to make it sound a lot better than how it sounds out of the box. But yeah, this is the RODE PodMic, and as I've said, I'd be recording this whole video with the RODE PodMic in this area around here, and it is plugged into the Behringer 802, and then that plugged into the computer and going straight into OBS with the camera and my filters on the audio and OBS. Now on OBS, these are my settings. Brief here cuts off more of the background noise. EQ just to equalize it a bit more with the bass, because this microphone does lock a little bit of the bass, and a compressor, 4:1 ratio, and a limiter of -12 decibels. But just to let you guys know, I am not an audio engineer or I am not an audio professional. I fix my microphone quality according to how it sounds on what device I have at home, which is a normal basic headphones. For gaming, I have my phone. I have the wireless earphone. Probably makes my stream audio good enough for at least the 80% of the average people who watch streams on their phones or with earphones on bed and stuff or while traveling. But yeah, let's talk about the microphone. This microphone is a dynamic microphone. The difference between a dynamic microphone and a condenser microphone is a dynamic microphone, you're supposed to talk like right into it, and it tries to cut off most of the area noise. Now a condenser microphone, it is used on a controlled environment wherein you don't have noise and you want the fullest of your voice to be recorded because it is always picking up sound. So you guys probably know this, but a dynamic microphone are usually used in a concert where there's a lot of people, there's a lot of background noise, there's a lot of instruments playing on your back or whatever, and of course the microphone tries to cut that off. Now condenser microphone are mostly seen in a studio with like sound foams with basically little to no background noise. So that's the quick difference between a condenser and a dynamic. This falls off in the same category of the Shure SM7B, which is, by the way, always compared to this one, but that one costs 4 times the price of this one. So that's around like $400. Pick this one up from Lazada and I'll link it down below. By the way, there are timestamps in this video just so you know what's happening, so you can skip. So yeah, about the microphone, it is almost made out of all metal, and it is extremely heavy at around 937 grams, and you would need a very sturdy mic stand. Look at this one, it doesn't fall off, right? I move this one a tad bit up, falls right down even if I lock it. That's just one thing to consider. You need a very sturdy stand or a very sturdy table in a way so this microphone would not just fall off. By the way, this video is mostly just talking and I wouldn't provide super technical details because there's already a lot of videos about this microphone on YouTube which has a lot of technical details, and I think I wouldn't try to do the same thing as those people did. I'd do it on my own way, which is just explaining how it is. But yeah, this is a broadcast microphone. I'm using it on my streams. Mic settings that I have right now is basically my stream settings. It is very much subjected to change because I always change stuff, and I'd probably find like a different settings in the future for this microphone. So yeah, right now I'm on Google and there are some frequently asked questions about this microphone. So is the RODE PodMic good? The RODE PodMic is amazing for the price. It is a mic. It is supposed to pick your voice up very well for its price, and it does that very well. One thing is it, as I said before, it does lack some bass to it, so I have to fix that on some software. I made a video about how to do that on the BM800, but I didn't apply that video in this one because I'm still experimenting with the mic. But the EQ, I have the bass turned a little bit up, and then the light or the high frequencies are toned down a little bit. But yeah, this is a great microphone for everyone starting with some podcast and you wanna, you know, jump from a very cheap mic to at least something with real quality in it. And by the way, this microphone is made like a tank. It is. It's extremely heavy, and this is also called a shock mount. You don't need to buy a shock mount like this one. You have this little tiny shock mount. This prevents the microphone. It does alright. It's not the greatest like one of those hanging ones, but it does the job. And you know, you can move it, of course. Then you can tilt it, swing it, whatever you want to do with it, I guess. And then now another question here is the RODE PodMic a USB mic? It is not a USB microphone. It is an aux mic. You need an auxiliary cable or cord, and you put that in the mixer, and then the mixer sends the signal to your computer. Now, one thing though, I tried using the one that came with my BM800, which is an aux to a 3.5mm jack, and it did work. I plugged directly into my motherboard. Now the thing with my motherboard is I think it has a very good signal, in a way that it has a very good pickup signal. I think it wouldn't just work like that with most motherboards or lower end motherboards. This microphone requires a lot of gain, and I think my motherboard did supply the gain good, or the audio part of my motherboard did well on that. When I tried plugging it in my motherboard directly, it didn't sound as full as this, but it still sounded great. You guys would hear it later on in the video. But yeah, you can plug it that way directly to your PC. Next one is, does the RODE PodMic require phantom power? Nope, I actually do have mixer's phantom power off because my mixer, or the Behringer 802, actually has a phantom power, but this mic doesn't require phantom power. But yeah, there's a lot of suggestion in the internet. You need a cloud lifter or a fathead, which is basically a mic amp. In a way, it boosts the gain without adding noise. Unlike with the mixer, if I boost the gain in the mixer, it adds some noise, and that's why I have reefer on OBS, which is a background noise eliminator. Let me just do the proximity effect again, because again, if you talk like right into the microphone, so this is right into the microphone, and then as I go quite far and like talk into different angles, this is how it sounds. It just sounds a lot more better and warmer and full. It doesn't sound I don't know how to like say it, but it sounds just a lot more better. But again, I do have some compressor and some EQ. Yeah, the pop filter in this microphone is technically very close to being useless. But yeah, I guess what's left right now is basically how it sounds. So this is how this microphone sounds right on OBS with all of my settings on the mixer, and this is also how it sounds on my stream. So this is how it sounds with all of my mixer settings, and then the mixer going straight into the computer, and then from the computer it goes right into Audacity. So this is how this microphone sounds directly into the mixer without the EQ from the mixer, and then directly plugged into the PC, and then from PC goes right into the Audacity app. So this is how it sounds plugged directly into the computer with the aux to 3.5mm jack, and without any other effects or without any other softwares. And now this is me talking into the BM800 plugged directly into the computer without any phantom power or without anything else, just using the same aux to 3.5mm jack and going straight into Audacity. And this is a microphone testing of the mic, of the super duper small mic hanging on my BM800 right in front of my mouth. So yeah, that is basically how this microphone sounds on different type of setup in a way. And I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope it is a little informative and gave you an idea of how this microphone actually sounds without having the expensive, I don't know, Rode Procaster, without having the expensive mixers or cloud lifters or fathead being used by other informational videos to actually make the microphone sounds way better. And I think without having those, basically, it still sounds amazing. And I do recommend this microphone to those people who wants an upgrade over the BM800. And yes, I have the wire because I'm testing it, alright? But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, check me out on my Facebook page, and subscribe on this YouTube channel. go turn on your notification bell so you get notifications when I do upload a new video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next one.